Good afternoon, everybody, or night, or, morning, wherever you are in the world if you're watching this.
Whenever the hell you're watching this.
Okay, good day, everybody. I guess if we're going to use proper terms. Welcome to Wrestling Rundown. Today we will be covering Friday Night Smackdown. Last night's Friday Night Smackdown, which was live, on Tuesday, from Buffalo, New York. Our hometown, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Beth Phoenix's hometown, so don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
We were not fortunate enough to make it to that event, but we did watch last night's episode.
Mm-hmm.
So
we were busy with other things.
Yes. But moving on. The first thing on Friday Night Smackdown, episode 684. According to
WWE.com?
Yes.
Alright.
Big Show opens the show on a night, and he comes out basically explaining that he wants the WWE Championship. Or the World Heavyweight Championship. You were waiting for me to catch myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on his whole spiel of, it took me, 45, minutes?
Yeah, I had it for 45 seconds, lost it.
To
only to have the guy who had it lose it in 18 seconds.
At WrestleMania, of course, shadowing to Daniel Bryan. And now he wants it back, basically. Then Orton comes out and goes, I am a 9-time World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to make it 10.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I spoke to Booker T, and we have a match tonight, and it is for the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is when Del Rio comes out. And he gets in the ring after he bitches, and Orton just hits him with an RKO.
Mm-hmm. Alberto Del Rio was more or less bitching about how he should be in the front line.
It was the whole Broad Kick debacle.
Yeah, pretty much. And he was saying how Randy Orton and Big Show should be in the back of the line, and he should be in the front. So, whatever. Anyway, the next match is Santino Marella versus Antonio Cesaro for the U.S. Championship. Santino is really resilient. He's putting out great effort in the match. And during the match, he's getting beaten up, of course. Cesaro's a big guy. He's really doing his damage.
Cesaro was trying to set up for his finisher.
The neutralizer. When
Santino just hits him with like a freaking super kick or something.
Yeah, that was like a Hail Mary super kick. Out of nowhere, hits him square in the jaw, sends him down flat out on the mat.
And I'm watching this and I'm going, where did the Cobra go?
You're gonna hate yourself.
I know.
Buddy. But what he's talking about is, after he tried to go for the cover on Cesaro and failed, he set up for the Cobra, but Cesaro hit him, and he hit him, and then all of a sudden the Cobra sleeve just more or less completely disappeared. Went flying out of the ring, and Santino just did not know where the hell it went.
Again, where did the Cobra go?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was actually hoping that they were gonna do storyline and have Oksana actually appear.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Oksana running in and grabbing the Cobra, giving it to Santino, and so Santino could get the win. But no, that's not what happened.
You actually, pulled that right out of my brain.
Yeah. Anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah, Cesaro won the match, and he retained his championship.
I just want to go back a little bit. They were on the top rope, and Cesaro was on the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
So Santino climbs up there. They're punching each other, basically, and more or less, what'd you call it?
Santino pretty much took Cesaro's legs and flipped him over himself.
Yeah, basically. And Cesaro's just laying there.
Santino's on the top rope.
He was going for the headbutt. He pretty much praised for himself.
Yeah, and then he did this. And I called it down with the ship.
Hey!
Down with the ship. Woo!
Some bitch. What the hell?
But he failed to hit it because Cesaro rolled out of the way.
And Cesaro won. So
you can
great effort by Santino. You knew where I was going with this. Okay, next one is Beth Phoenix versus Natalya. And
something to keep in mind actually. Beth Phoenix was wearing the Buffalo Sabres logos.
That's what I thought it was, too.
Yeah, the bee with the sword threw it on her corset, and on her pants, on the butt of her pants, it was the Sabres other logo, but instead of the buffalo, it was a phoenix, and the crossing swords. So yeah, and you say here that it's argued that she is neutral. I think she's face.
Hold on, you're giving.
I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents before you started up.
Okay.
Rather than interrupt you in the middle of it.
Of course, just for this, I'm cheering for the hometown girl, honestly. Of course,
yeah.
So, but, moving on to what Gary was saying, can it be argued that Beth is neutral?
I want to say that she's become a face now, because she's retiring. No one really wants to retire on a bad note.
True, but, she's been, in the past couple of months, if you go back, she was acting on a heel.
Yeah, when she lost her Divas Championship, she was heel, but she was slowly adjusting towards neutral, and then when she started getting attacked by Eve, that's when she started going face, because she wasn't fiercely saying, I didn't do this, how dare you accuse me. She was going, I would never do that to, or what are you talking about? So she was taking more of a face approach to it when she was being accused by Eve.
Okay. Of course, this match is going on. Beth is pretty dominant. I do want to say something about Natalya. She did put up a good effort, I'm going to say.
She kicked out of the Glam Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Beth did win on a roll-up, and then shit goes down. And Eve comes out. And she goes, well, until we have concluded our investigation, Beth, you are suspended indefinitely. Beth is just pissed off and furious at this. And Natalya's going, how dare you accuse me or whatever.
Well, what happened was Beth was kind of mortified. She was going, what about her? She's got blonde hair too. How come you're just suspending me? And that's when Natalya was going, and how dare you accuse me of this and all this other crap.
Oh, and then we come back from commercial, and we go backstage where Teddy and
Booker T are talking, and they're talking about the #1 contendership for the tag team championship, and how they're making it an elimination tournament.
And then Beth comes in and goes, Booker, is this true? Why are you suspending me? And Booker goes, wait, what? Who said that? Eve said that. And Booker goes, no, I didn't suspend you. And Eve comes in and goes, Booker, I was only doing what I thought you would want me to. I thought you wanted me to do something, right? And Booker goes, no, look, I am the general manager, and what I say is final. Pretty much. I'm just kind of paraphrasing. Yeah. And he goes, Beth, you are not suspended anymore. Basically. And then Eve quickly has to come up with something. She looks over to Teddy. Yeah, tries to save her own ass. Looks at Teddy and goes, how did I not see this before? You're just doing this to make you, because you want your position back as general manager.
She had originally, he said, I thought you wanted this because that's what Teddy had told me. And Teddy, he was just kind of gave like this confused look of, wait, what now? Oh, I didn't tell you anything. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then that's when she had accused him of wanting to take Booker T's position.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna move on now. It's gonna be Zack Ryder versus Wade Barrett, and we'll give this one to Gary.
This was just a squash match, unfortunately. But Wade Barrett extremely vicious during the match. Ryder is doing all right. He manages to hit the broski boot, but that's all he manages to really do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Wade Barrett gives him the souvenir or finisher and ends the match. So it was a rather short match.
The only thing WWE is pissing me off with is they're putting Zack Ryder on a losing streak when he's capable of so much more.
Yeah, like I was actually thinking, last episode we were talking about who would replace Cena as the new head face of the company.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they play their cards right, Zack Ryder may just be that face. Of course, not now, obviously, but have a storyline where he's trained by Cena for a bit for like a real big upcoming match.
Mm-hmm.
Then Zack Ryder gets just a little bit more serious in ring and doesn't just goof off a little as much as he does.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him as a very good WWE champion.
Yeah, true. Coming up next is Miz TV.
That's all you, buddy.
Sheamus is, of course, the guest. He does not wait for his introduction. He comes out and he's making fun of the Miz. It's just great.
Yeah, he says that the reason why he didn't wait for his introduction was because he was afraid that the Miz was going through memory loss after the beating that he got at the hands of Ryback.
And the couch had almost hit him when Ryback threw the couch at him.
Yep.
He pretty much calls Miz useless, and then Miz keeps talking about himself. Just, Miz, stop gloating. We get the same spiel every week, and it's tiring.
Yes, we get that you were in a movie.
We get that you're the Intercontinental Championship.
Even though we didn't know that you had a radio show, you were in a book, and
I think that was it.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't know those two things. Okay, pleasant surprise. Whoop-de-doo. We knew the other two things. We don't really care.
And pretty much, Miz just pissed off Sheamus. And then Vicky comes out. Oh, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes, you are.
Sheamus cuts a kick-ass promo on Miz going, I come out here, I do what I love to do for these people. I bust my ass. I train every morning knowing that if I make one mistake, all of this could be gone. And, he also says, I love to come out here, I love to joke around, and I love to, be me pretty much.
Yeah.
So, that was pretty much his promo.
Mm-hmm.
In a shortened version, I'm going to say. But then we hear Vicky going, excuse me, shut the hell up, woman. What the hell?
Vicky, mind block, activate.
It's just like one of those things where the person that's listening to this just wants to be like that one guy on her show going, with the drool coming out of his mouth going,
Mm-hmm, very much.
But anyway, and Dolph is with her. And Sheamus pretty much kicks both their asses.
Because Dolph had been saying, this number one contenders match later tonight, it is irrelevant because at the end of Hell in a Cell, I'm going to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Sheamus looks at him and goes, that very well may be, but you better believe that I'm going to fight.
And then the ass kicking begins. Oh, you forgot one thing with Sheamus' entrance. He took one of the chairs and just kind of tossed it outside the ring. He picked it up, looked at it, shrugged, and then just kind of tossed it over the ropes to.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch that
in
one.
his entrance. Yeah, just a little comedic moment, just to kind of prove that, just to kind of rub in the face of Miz that his set has been ruined again.
Then at the end of this whole segment, we hear Michael Cole just go, "I think Miz TV has just got canceled out on 2 networks."
Yeah.
I'm like, way to go, Cole.
Yeah.
Like, that's just winning. Next is the Usos versus the Rhodes Scholars. I'm just gonna go through this one real quick. It's a back and forth match, and the Rhodes Scholars win. It's in a tag team tournament to figure out who will face Kane and Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell,
which I had mentioned before.
This will go on weekly up until.
Good way to use the time.
Yes.
For the 6 weeks that
they are. I'm confident that they're starting to rebuild the tag team division.
Yeah, because I was staring at the roster. We got Ryder, Santino tag team. We got
that was just probably a thrown in the mix.
Yeah, we got a Sin Cara Rey Mysterio tag team.
That could be very well.
And we also had R-Truth and Kofi once more.
And the primetime players also.
Yeah.
And I think somebody else, but I'm not.
Yeah, one more like
Gabriel and Kid, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they've been a tag team for a while. It's just we haven't seen them on air that much. Anyway,
yeah.
Moving on.
I'm gonna let Gary cover this next one. It is gonna be Ryback versus Tensai.
All right.
I just want to say something real quick
before
Ryback. I think they're starting to give him a little bit of a push because.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they're putting him in with higher caliber superstars, much like The Miz and now Tensai. Even though Tensai's not a huge.
He's a heavyweight fighter, so he's gonna be a bit harder to beat than most others. Anyway, so.
But Gary, this one's to you.
You've got mail.
I've got mail.
Anyway.
Some bitch.
Ryback is more or less dominant throughout the match, but in the very beginning, Tensai's actually hurting him, and he's actually making him stagger a bit. So. It is looking pretty. It is a good match. It was a very, very good match. They could have made it a bit better by making Ryback just seem a little bit more human in the fact that he hurt and make it a bit longer and make it just a bit closer calls for each side. But it was still an excellent match regardless. And
I'm gonna tell you my reaction when I saw that it was gonna be. I saw Tensai in the ring, and I hear Ryback's music hit. I'm like, ho, this one's going to be good. But anyway, moving on, Gary.
And pretty much Ryback sets Tensai up for Shell Shocked, his signature where he lifts the guy up, marches around the ring, and drops him on his back.
Yes.
He lifts Tensai up. He does it.
I go, how the hell did he just do that?
He wins the match. Let's face it, Ryback is a lot stronger than Cena, and Cena was able to lift Tensai up for an attitude adjustment. So it was you could kind of see it being happening.
Moving on.
Yes, you can cover.
Before the Orton Big Show match was supposed to go down, we cut to the backstage area. I think if on my recognition, I believe it was the front foyer in the HSBC Arena, not backstage.
I don't think it's the HSBC Arena anymore.
First Niagara Center, whatever.
Yeah.
I believe it was up in the main floor that way. Or maybe it was backstage, but to my recognition, I couldn't really make it out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't really know the layout of the...
Oh, I do. It's just, I was trying... They didn't get a wide enough angle on it where I could actually see.
Not enough landmarks.
Yeah, they didn't even cut outside like they usually do.
Probably way too busy outside, or just not a good enough angle to record it from without showing something.
But anyway, Del Rio pretty much attacks Orton from behind. And then he takes the something that had wheels on it and rams it into Orton's. And Orton's
a cart
ribs.
with like some supplies or something for either the arena or for WWE. We don't know really.
Yes, and at this point, it's questionable whether Orton can continue or not.
Mm-hmm.
But as we all know, in these kinds of situations, Orton can be damn well resilient, and he can, he doesn't back down. Yep. Honestly.
Nope.
But then Del Rio comes out when Orton's music hits, and he's going, I'm taking his place in this match now. And Orton comes out and just attacks Del Rio from behind. Payback's a bitch, honestly.
Yeah.
Next thing that's happening is the match will go down, obviously. Big Show in this match targets Orton's ribs.
Because
they were vulnerable, and that's what got attacked. And Orton pretty much staying strong on this one. And then...
But he's in a lot of pain. He really is.
We thought Orton was down for the one, for one, and Big Show gets back in the ring, and Orton just hits him with an RKO.
Out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere. It wasn't enough to seal his fate, but it was enough to at least get a 2 count. Mm-hmm. I do want to say the one cover that Randy Orton got, it was in the corner by the turnbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 1 count. Big Show tosses him up. Orton lands on his feet. I'm like, well, he's up. What the hell?
Yeah, it works, dude. He definitely got lucky with that one.
Yeah. Of course, Big Show wins this match, and then he leaves the ring, comes back in the ring. Orton's getting up, and he hits Orton with the WMD. It took 2 choke slams to put Randy Orton out.
Not exactly.
It was 2 choke slams, one
yeah,
after another.
Yeah, he didn't need to do them both it's just Big Show wanted to prove that he was the more dominant one.
Yeah.
So he went for overkill.
Yeah. Lawler update.
Yeah, you're forgetting one last thing.
What was it?
Big Show won the match. He gets out of the ring, but then he comes back.
Yeah, I covered that. The WMD.
Alright, and you just said the choke slams last, so it's like, wait.
No, I went back a little on myself, though.
Alright.
But anyway, we're going to give you a little update on Jerry Lawler. He pretty much came back to announcing for like the day or something on maybe a house show, I think, is what I read in an article. So that's just an update on him. He should be coming back sooner rather than later, but there's his update. Next thing I want to go through is WWE has just released Kelly. I'll read this to you. We saw this coming. I did, we did, we all did. Kelly, a drop-dead gorgeous diva whose limitations in the ring didn't keep her from being heavily featured as one of WWE's top female acts, has been released from her WWE contract, according to a WWE.com report. Making high-profile shoot with Maxim magazine, the wheels for Kelly's farewell tour bus had already begun to go round and round. Like Sable, like Trish, like Lita, like Stacy, Kelly was introduced to a world of color and endless opportunity the same way that Dorothy was in The Wizard of Oz when she left Kansas. In weighing the options between being a subpar yet unmistakably attractive WWE diva and a lucrative mainstream bombshell, Kelly intelligently opted to ditch the boots, head for the nearest backdrop, and never look back. Kelly's departure may tie into a bigger story in 2012 for WWE divas, as fellow high-profile divas the Bella Twins, and Karma also left the WWE earlier this year, with decorated diva Beth Phoenix expected to follow suit. Since Raw went to 3 hours, segments featuring the Divas division have been alarmingly sparse and at times non-existent. The lack of in-ring action between WWE's divas in conjunction with top divas quitting the company is yet another catalyst for a familiar conversation of whether the WWE can, or better yet should, move forward with their divas division. The impending departure of Beth will not be the last time we hear about a diva leaving, and the WWE will have a serious project on their hands as if they look to rebuild an already depleted division with underdeveloped talent. Last week, I went on record in saying that the looming departure of Beth Phoenix would mark the end of an era within the WWE Divas division. Given the continued mass exodus of top female stars, this could be the ending of much more than just an era. And following this story, Kelly commented on her release. As noted earlier, WWE announced this afternoon that Kelly had been released from the company. Kelly commented on the release on her Twitter, writing, "Had an amazing 6 years with WWE, made great friends, and have the most loyal and amazing fans in the world. Thanks for the never-ending support, and I have exciting things in the works. Can't wait to share them with you. Stay tuned." Another little tidbit. We reported yesterday, I'm just reading this from the article. We reported yesterday that the profile of Shaul Marie Guerrero, aka Raquel Diaz, was moved from that FCW NXT Divas roster page at the FCW Wrestling Info. Guerrero's mother, WWE diva Vicky Guerrero, scared at this point. I think I've been scarred a little. Hopefully she doesn't go with the excuse me bit, if she ever does come.
Would you stop?
No!
Professionalism?
No.
Since he's refusing to be so.
I am reading this. Guerrero's mother, WWE diva Vicky Guerrero, wrote on her Twitter that Shaul asked to be released from her contract, writing, "Asked to be released from WWE for personal reasons. I'm grateful to WWE for the support and love toward my family." While Shaul asked for her release, she is currently still under contract to the company. This is kind of like the Kelly thing, because she took a extended break for personal reasons as well. But now she's released. Kelly is. So, just that. Next thing is, I have a little video for you. Even though you'll not be able to see it, you'll be able to hear it. The video is WWE debate Mick Foley's role in CM Punk's titles match.
Mick Foley, Hell in a Cell, does that still work? Hell in a Cell, Mick Foley, yes. It's not a coincidence that we had Mick Foley in the ring with CM Punk putting on an Academy Award-winning performance on the microphone. Hell in a Cell pay-per-view where Mick Foley, his career was made in a Hell in a Cell match. There's a storyline where the WWE referees are screwing up. You need to have Mick Foley as the referee for the WWE Championship match with CM Punk and what we would assume would be John Cena. It makes sense on a lot of levels. Mick Foley has inserted himself in the storyline, whether they wanted him to be this strongly involved or not. And hey, if John Cena's not fully healthy, Mick Foley in there is kind of in a way to deflect a little bit of attention and maybe deflect a little bit of work in the ring, depending on what he gets involved and does. Wrong! Haven't we already seen enough of him to where now we can just kind of move on with this angle? I mean, sure, he's a guy who put a Hell in a Cell on the map. But over the past 2 years, that's taken a hit in Q rating. There's a no blood rule. And just look at WrestleMania 28. It was a great Hell in a Cell match, but it was a match between a semi-retired Triple H taking on a semi-retired Undertaker, while a retired Shawn Michaels was a special guest referee. Now you're clamoring for a retired Mick Foley to step back into the cage and be the special guest referee this time around? Now, what's next? Are we going to book a triple threat Hell in a Cell match between the Golden Girls, Big Nasty, Justin LeBron, AJ Alby? I know I don't say this enough, but thank you for being a friend. Oh, and now you're not going to sing with me? Hooray, reasons to drink beer.
No.
Damn. Okay, going along with the CM Punk John Cena thing, how to handle the Punk Cena Rock situation. As we all know, CM Punk has been the WWE Championship since November 20th of last year, and once again finds himself involved in a feud with John Cena. Most fans are expecting Cena to win the title sooner rather than later, but the real elephant in the room is the great one himself, The Rock. I think they just called The Rock an elephant. Okay then. The Rock and Cena clashed in the main event of WrestleMania 28 after a year-long build-up. While the match wasn't the greatest in terms of the in-ring action, the bout had the genuine WrestleMania feel to it, and the label of once-in-a-lifetime only added to the aura. And during Raw 1000, Cena failed to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Punk, who himself took out The Rock when he ran in to save Cena from a Big Show. Added to the fact that Rock cut a promo declaring he would get a WWE title match at Royal Rumble, and all three men are inextricably linked together on the road to WrestleMania. First of all, let me say that the segment was totally mishandled. The Rock coming to the ring and just announcing he had a championship match was a little underwhelming, not the bombshell it was intended to be. We all knew that The Rock was gunning for the title after his promo on the post-WrestleMania Raw, but his announcement was just flat. Ignoring the fact that a movie star can just walk in and get a title shot, let's just say that the rematch he never got after dropping the strap to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2002. The announcement felt as though it was tacked on at the end of the promo. Personally, I would have preferred if he had announced himself as an entrant in the Royal Rumble and won the match, saving his title shot until WrestleMania. That way, both events would be guaranteed money spinners, and the current roster wouldn't be made to look weak by having part-timer declare himself number one contender 6 months in advance. Back to where Punk and Cena fit in. Punk's attack on The Rock was catalyst for his heel turn, and now it seems as though his feud with Cena will dominate WWE programming for the rest of the year. With The Rock as one half of the Royal Rumble main event, who would his opponent be? Who should it be, actually? I fully expect Punk to drop the title to Cena in the near future. In this case, Cena would go on to face The Rock at the Royal Rumble, and I can't see anybody but the Great One leaving with the title. Excuse me. This scenario would ruin both the once-in-a-lifetime tag of the initial match, and a second consecutive loss to The Rock would damage Cena's character. If Punk holds the title until January before dropping it to The Rock, some of the goodwill built up by what would by then be a 16-month title reign would be lost by dropping it to a part-time performer. This could also mean that Cena would need to yet again win the Rumble match to reinsert himself in the title picture. The Rock will only be a transitional champion, as there is no way he can represent the WWE as a champion for a lengthy spell with the schedule as crowded as his. So as he dropped the belt at WrestleMania, the correct way to handle the situation while making all three guys look strong is a difficult decision. Here's how I would handle it. Cena defeats Punk for the title at Hell in a Cell and holds it until the Rumble. CM Punk wins the Rumble and distracts Cena in his match with The Rock, costing him the title. Cena claims he didn't lose the title cleanly and finds way back into the title match. Rock versus John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 29. A triple threat match would bring the story full circle while also presenting Punk as an equal to the top two guys in the company, something the WWE has been reluctant to do. The promo work has the potential to be brilliant with CM Punk as a heel challenger caught between the two top faces. The main questions, however, who wins the WrestleMania question? The main question, however, who wins the WrestleMania match? Let me hear your thoughts. So, Gary, who wins?
Punk's held it for a long time. Rock's not going to be around long enough to really... Eh?
You got blood
Anyway. Yeah, but as I was saying, The Rock isn't going to be around long enough to to be good enough of a champion. And Punk's had it already for a lengthy amount of time. I would have to say probably Cena.
Okay. And our last thing for the day. The WWE put itself in a tough position with an ill-advised segment between Ryback and Punk. Raw confusingly ended this past Monday with the emerging star Ryback staring CM Punk squarely in the face following Punk's attack on Foley. The show-closing stare-down came just moments after Cena vowed to recover in time for Hell in a Cell and take on Punk.
Which begs the question, what the heck is Ryback doing here already? Apparently, early to his own coronation...
Thank you for taking over. You can continue.
You were tripping over your own words.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Earlier you were.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway.
Apparently...
Ryback otherwise encouraging stare down with CM Punk could eventually do more harm than good if, and likely when, the WWE opts to refrain from thrusting their rising star into main event picture. The WWE spent months force-feeding their universe Ryback squash matches.
Yeah! Yeah, what now?
Squash, whatever. Anyway, that slowly progressed into impressive wins over noteworthy talents like The Miz and Jack Swagger, apparently foregoing the part where Ryback consistently wins competitive matches against stronger competition. The WWE appeared to make the hasty decision to shoot a Ryback Punk segment with the WWE Championship plain in sight. The decision can easily be reasoned as the WWE testing the WWE Championship waters while teasing a WWE Championship match with CM Punk down the road.
The company has already backed itself into a corner with The Rock waiting in the wings for the WWE Champion come the Royal Rumble in January. Is that going to be Ryback? Does Ryback do anything for anybody at this point? Sure, Rock could launch Ryback's career by doing the job, but that's not what he is here for. The WWE would be foolishly leaving thousands of pay-per-view buys on the table if they choose not to book The Rock against the current top star like CM Punk or John Cena come Rumble season. The longer the WWE holds off on Ryback entering the WWE title picture, the more WWE Championship momentum he will lose, thus making it harder to get people to care once he finally takes his place as a rightful challenger for the prestigious prize. Unfortunately, a prolonged waiting period for Ryback is the most likely scenario. So what the heck is Ryback doing here already? I'm still asking myself the same question with not an answer in sight. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday, where we will be covering Stinkin' Raw. I was gonna censor myself a little bit better.
You caught yourself. That's all you did. You caught yourself.
Shut up! They don't know that. Well, now they freaking do.
Oh, please. They knew it before I even said it.
You frolicking fuck.
Says the man who was skipping around his house not even 10 minutes ago. Or 40 minutes ago.
I was skipping?
Yes, you were skipping around your house. At least an hour ago.
Oh. Okay, anyway, moving on. If you like this video, please subscribe up top. And if you did like this video, please put a thumbs up down there. And always comment on the video. We love comments, even though we don't get much, if any. Follow our Facebook page. I'm gonna try and implement Twitter soon, but other than that, I am the technical mind behind this show, honestly. So, Gary's the technical person. You thought I was gonna say co-host, didn't you?
That's really all I am.
No, you're the host. Oh, we are co-hosts. Wow. Okay. Fluffy had a little bit of a...
Blonde moment.
No.
Yes.
No. It was a communication breakdown.
In your head.
Yeah.
His brain doesn't like communicating with his mouth.
No, not all the time. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and we will see you on Tuesday. Have a good one.